Hello everyone, my name is Katie Masters, and this is the Bee Room Cliff Challenge. Let's drink. Don't worry guys, I'm not going to drink the words. This tag was given to me by Emily Lowery. If I said your last name wrong, Emily, I'm so sorry. Of course, I readily accepted this challenge, but not without, of course, a drink. Because this wouldn't be my channel without a drink. And since it's October and pumpkin spice season, I decided to make a fall drink that has nothing to do with pumpkins and everything to do with apples. It's like a drunk apple pie. Now that we have our drink, let's play. The rules of the challenge are that you pick 12 girls or 12 boys if you're a boy that you would either like to be a roommate with, or throw off a cliff. So this is going to be really interesting. Why is the glass so deep? Oh man, this is hard, you guys. The person I would want to be is Ariete, and this is because I was already tiny. This book is the reason why I thought that being tiny was okay. So thanks, borrowers. The person I would like to be a roommate with is Manali, and this one's kind of hard. Manali is from Dragon Song by Anne McCaffrey. Manali is really nice and smart, and I could listen to her make music all day and pet her dragons. Who doesn't want to pet dragons? And the third one, the person I would throw off a cliff, is Aisling from Fire Me Up by Katie McAllister. I love her, and I don't want to throw her off a cliff, but she can be really annoying, and I could see why people would throw her off a cliff. That didn't happen. They're killing me. Why did I write all the characters I like? Why did I do that? Oh, that's hard. I would want to be Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice because Mr. Darcy. Duh! The person I would want to be roommates with is Alana from the Linus Quartet by Tamara Pierce, because if I knew her when she was older, she's so awesome and she'd have all these really great stories and I would just love to hear them all the time. I'd have to deal with swords in the apartment and probably her horse, you know, but I would deal with it because it's Alana. The person I would throw off a cliff, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who will hate me, is Emma from Emma by Jane Austen. And I would throw her off a cliff only because I don't think I could handle someone trying to matchmake me 24/7 and trying to improve me. Not the best roommate qualities. Oh man, I don't want to throw any of these people off a cliff. Can we get a pass? Is there a pass where I could have two roommates? The first one we have is Dane from the Immortal series by Tamara Pierce. If you haven't read these books, please, for the love of gods, go read them. Dane I would want to be because she talks to animals and she can shapeshift. I have always wanted to talk to animals, so I would love to be Dane. The person I would want to be roommates with, oh, this is so hard, you guys. I don't want to do this. I need a drink for this. I need a drink because I can't. Okay. The person I would be roommates with is Anne from the Anne of Avonlea series. And the reason I would be her roommate is because she's a great storyteller. Really interesting things happen to her and she meets really interesting people. And if I were her roommate, I would want to hear all of her stories. And she's really nice and she can cook. So, good roommate qualities. And the person I will throw off the cliff, even though I don't want to, is Polgara from Polgara the Sorceress by David and Leigh Eddings. If you haven't read that book, go read it. It's kind of amazing. I throw her off the cliff because I have no other choice, but she's so badass. The last three. Let me see. Oh god. I would want to be Cimarron from Dealing with Dragons by Patricia Reed. Cimarron is amazing and she lives with dragons. She's the most badass princess. She sword fights, she has magic carpets, there's true love, there's witches and talking cats, and I would love to be her and have that life and live in the enchanted forest and live with the dragons. I want to be Cimarron. I would be roommates with Yori from Red River, which is a manga. It's like a 30 million volume manga and it's so good. And I would want to be roommates with her because if she came back from her time period, she'd have amazing stories. So I could just imagine hearing them like every night with a glass or 10 of wine, and it would be so much fun. And she's a really responsible person, so she'd pay rent on time. That's a thing. The person I would throw off the cliff is Jane from Austenland, and the only reason I would throw her off a cliff is because I probably couldn't handle her always talking about Colin Firth. I love Colin Firth, but I do not have a life-size cutout like she does, so that's why I'd throw her off a cliff. Those are all of the names. Ooh! Oh good, I thought it was gonna land in there. And we're done with the tag. Since I am just as greedy as Emily is, I also chose 5 people to tag. So the 5 people I'm tagging are Chris from Chris Gloom, Kira Schumacher, Stephen from Alf Books, Diana from Novelty, and Dylan from Books with Dylan. I really can't wait to see what they have to say because I'm sure they would pick really interesting characters. So I hopefully will get a response from them because I would love to see their picks. And not their pictures, like who they would pick. So I hope you enjoyed this tag. I'll be updating a little bit more frequently now that life has calmed down, and I look forward to drinking with you. Oh crap. Gotta wait, mailman. Seriously? Crawl along there, Hoppy.